I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got the picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russia, ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling. My neck and my belly on. They call it for me and they. You want me like me and I look. Yeah. Her Rex on her. Yeah. B-Rex better calm down. Yeah. If you go around, come around.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams that don't like each other much. One will go to Super Bowl 53 as we're underway in the 2019 NFC title game. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's second down. He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Detroit!
From the gun, here's Lauletta. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. They'll fake it. Now Lauletta. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Here we go. Monday.
Second down, Bradford letting one go deep for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Bradford. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 yards there and a first down.
One day.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Damon Harrison getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Dawson's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? It helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Here's Lawletta. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Lawletta now to throw it. And he's going to go down again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. This is 3rd and long. Here's Lawletta, and that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
No gain on the play there, second down. Out of his end zone, Bradford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Alec Ogletree. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
Now Saquon Barkley, nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create, and if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They get it to him running left. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Here's Barkley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on third and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, Loletta. And it's caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on fourth down.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Johnson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the... On 1st down, it's Lauletta. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Lauletta from the 50. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
No. Check. Patriot.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Coming off play action, Lauletta steps away to his left. And it's a touchdown for the New York Giants.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Back near the goal line, Bradford. Caught by Nelson left side. And he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Rosas now to add the PAT. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. On the return, this is Rashad Ross now. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So out now come the Cardinals. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Here's Bradford. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Throwing. Bradford. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Bradford. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Now it's Laletta. Over the middle to Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, 43 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On On second down, Bradford again. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Bradford now from the 50. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go play action here on first down. Now he's flushed out left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Lauletta to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Watch it now, Barney!
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. A handoff to Barkley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And some room to work. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
His throw incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage and he just did on that play.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Bradford. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Giant territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, we got one day. Like 52,
Again, it's Bradford. This will be caught at about the 6. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery, Lauletta. He's going to look deep down the field, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And he missed it. It's no good. But a flag is down here, so hold on. Let's see what this is about. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Rosas puts this one through. So we've reached... Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon. Play
action now. Bradford underneath for Johnson. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
One day, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Bradford. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to go up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance.
Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford's lost it.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Right there.
On play action, Bradford. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive.
And the pressure gets to him again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Back to throw, Lauletta. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Lauletta now on second. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Lauletta. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. Bradford now. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, Bradford airing this one out for Fitzgerald. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw, Bradford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Bradford again. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looking for a 1st down throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
In your face.
Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the
blitz coming, and down he goes. Marcus Golden in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Let him out to throw it. And he's going to go down again. Marcus Golden in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Corey Peters in there to drop him yet again, and he must be shell-shocked back there. That's now back-to-back-to-back sacks, and it's 4th down. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
One day.
Throwing again. Bradford. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. Operating from the gun. Bradford. Flush to his right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And got his man complete. And he will be taken down. And a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Bradford. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Off the play fake, Bradford. And the pressure gets to him again. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. Operating from the gun. Bradford dancing to his left. And he's got Gresham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go. Stop right there. Stop right there.
A 1st down throw for Bradford. This is caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Sam Bradford taking it in. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
New York set to take the field. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
No, check. Patriot.
Lawletta. It's hauled in by Shepard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, here's Lauletta. Looking for his receiver sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They come out here, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Sam Bradford with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Lauletta, he'll look to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Lucky 56. Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Lauletta. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Lauletta. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Lauletta. And fights through one man. Caught left side, it's Beckham. His huge night, it just continues as he's now north of 200 yards receiving. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And now here's Ross. And he'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. To Barkley on the check down. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Lauletta looking to throw on second down. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Scooby Wright coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Detroit!
Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this.
Detroit! Gun!
Here's Lauletta. Over the middle to Beckham. And down he'll go at the 25. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Just get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Eluding the pressure right. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Bradford. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Stop right there. Here we go, Monday.
Play action now. Bradford. And his throw here is incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down, Bradford again. Underneath for Johnson. Sheds off the tackle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're...
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now Bradford on 2nd down. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and goal, Bradford. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee